Hey guys, and welcome to my round 6 AFL tips for the 2020 Toyota Premiership season. Last week, we didn't do too bad. 6 out of 9, tried to pick a few upsets. See how it goes sometimes, let's see if we get better. At least we got the Tigers and Melbourne spot on the money with predicting them to win by 27 points. We'll have a quick look at these games. Geelong versus Brisbane Lions. It's going to be interesting. I reckon till the later clash, second versus third, both teams in some decent form. I think Geelong's in the worst form out of the both teams. So I think the Lions, once again, will show their dominance at the SCG as well. So no home ground advantage. I reckon the Lions win by about 15 points. Friday night football, Collingwood versus Hawthorn at Giants Stadium. It's like a fantasy mode, isn't it? Fantasy mode, there's things going on everywhere. I reckon Hawthorn take this one. Alistair Clarkson in good form. Collingwood Magpies are in a very dire situation right now with everything that's going on with their football club. Still side bottom, DeGoey, Jeremy Howe out with injury. There's a lot of ifs and buts about how they're going to cope with all their quality out of the side at this moment in time. So I reckon Hawthorn win by 18 points in the end. Saturday afternoon football. The first win, Fremantle Dockers versus the hot red St Kilda Saints at Metricon Stadium. St Kilda win this one. Fremantle looked terrible against the bottom feeding Crows last game. Crows were unlucky not to win. If they kicked straight, they would have. Yes, I've got a headset on because I'm playing Modern Warfare. Gotta love it. Right in front of me. Died in the gulag, lads. What happens? Terrible scenes here. St Kilda win by 30 points in this game. Eagles versus Adelaide Crows. Wow, I reckon this is going to be a disgusting effort from the Crows. I reckon the Eagles seem to get back in form at the end of their Sydney game. They started firing on all cylinders. Eagles smack them. Eagles absolutely smack the shit out of the Crows here. And it's by 46 points. Andrew Gaff gets 40 disposals. It's going in the D's versus the Rowless Gold Coast Suns. Still breaks my heart. Row out for the season now. Can Gold Coast still maintain some sort of momentum and maybe hold on to their 8th spot? I don't know. They're 6th at the moment. Melbourne 17th. I reckon the Gold Coast Suns do win this one in a close contest. Demons will be in the game, but inaccurate kicking will cost them in the end. I reckon Gold Coast Suns win by 17 points at Giant Stadium. Essendon versus North Melbourne. Essendon, what a team. Great win against Collingwood last week on the Friday night. North Melbourne Kangas, injury problems everywhere. Bombers win this one comfortably, lads. Essendon win by 14 points. Sunday afternoon. Port Adelaide versus Giant. Port Adelaide coming off a very poor loss to the Brisbane Lions last week. They looked terrible. I don't know why I have my knee up. This is a sort of a thing going on right now. I reckon Port Adelaide bounced back against the Giants. The Giants did play well against Hawthorn, but the free kicks, man, come on. Could not let Hawthorn get back in the game. It was pretty evident with the umpiring decisions at the end of that one. I reckon Port Adelaide do bounce back. Metricon Stadium, they've played very well there, and I think they'll get the job done. It'll be a close game. Giants are slowly starting to hit some form, but Port Adelaide hold on by 7 points. Richmond versus Sydney. This is tough. I think Sydney could take this one. I actually think they do. Richmond, a lot of outs. Hooley, Shane Edwards staying back. Prestia out with an ankle. It could go either way. Sydney have been in terrible form, but that doesn't mean anything. It's football. Anyone can win on any given day. And by saying that, I think the Tigers will still win, but it will be a close contest. I think Tigers will get up by 10 points. Sydney will lead most of the game. The Tigers will storm home late and take that one. And the last game, Sunday afternoon, Carlton Blues, who are slowly starting to go back to their old ways, didn't play too well against St Kilda last week. And the Bulldogs, on the other hand, are looking amazing. I tipped them to come in the 8th this season, and they are looking like they're going to do just that. Josh Bruce, can he maintain his form going into this game? Bally Smith, hopefully Big Boy Mullet Boy is back. the one and only Bailey Dale, mate. Hopefully he can get some form as he did at the end of last season as well. I reckon Bulldogs win this one. They're heavy favourites with $1.47, and I think they will get the job done by 20 points against the Carlton Blues. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, how it goes, and just what happens in this round in this season. Anything can happen. The most open AFL season probably in close memory. Anyone can do anything this season. So many good outfits outside the 8. Hawthorn, Collingwood, Richmond, West Coast, all outside the 8 at the moment. They're going to be storming hard. Who are going to hold their spot in the top 8? We'll find out as the season continues. Anyway, guys, I'm out now. See you later.